What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded Lost Souls. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode and the episode before, we've been working a little bit on the astral sorcery stuff. We still need to continue on with astral sorcery today to get our Starlight infuser set up. That's right. We need the Starlight infuser in order for us to make these resonating gems, which is required for our end portal quest. Yeah. So we have to make these resonating gems, which can only be made on the Starlight infuser. This guy does require a multi-block structure, and if we go to the Starlight infuser section here, we can take a look on what this thing needs to be set up. So if we hover over here, we can see that it requires a Starlight infuser, 12 regular marble, 4 chiseled, 40 marble arch, 12 liquid Starlight buckets, 12 runed marbles, a lapis block, and 8 marble pillars. So there is quite the shopping list of items that we need in order to get this thing set up. So I've been going around and hunting more of those crystals so we can put it into our well thing and collect the star juice stuff. Let's take a look what we got here. This should be, yeah, we got maybe another bucket out of there. Yeah. So currently we have 9 buckets. We can get 2 buckets when this thing fills all the way up, the light well, when that fills all the way up. We get 2 whole buckets. You can see right now we are collecting the stuff very, very slowly. At nighttime, it goes pretty quickly. During the day, very slow. So we need at least 3 more buckets of the liquid Starlight before we can even do anything. But before we get to that point, we still have to set up the multi-block structure. We have to place the buckets of that fluid in the world. So I think that is going to be our first task here, is to try and get that thing set up. So we needed a huge shopping list of all these different marble things, and I don't remember how much marble stuff we have. We have a few different random pieces, so that'll get us partway there. And I think over in our Dink Knoll here, we had a little bit more. Yeah, we have a bunch more astral sorcery, actually. So we need like 40 of the runed marble, I think. I'm going to have to go back through the book and take a look. No, it's a marble arch. Okay. Do we have a chisel on us? We do. Okay, so that makes it simpler. So we can take this and we will say marble arch and chisel. Done. Okay, so we got one part of our shopping list done. I'm going to go through and do that for the rest of the different items that we need. It's quite a lot of stuff. And then we need to go set this multi-block structure up. And then, yeah, you can see right here we have 12 buckets of the liquid Starlight around the altar, and the altar is sitting on a lapis block. Anyway, I'm going to get to this. I'm going to try and set this thing up, and then we'll check out making some of our, what were they called? The resonating gems? Yeah, resonating gems. All right, be right back, guys. All right, guys, so we got the base of the structure set up here. I set it next to our altar, and I've set it a little bit further away from the altar than it probably needs to be. I do know that the altar has one more level of upgrade, and I don't know how big like the multi-block thing is around it, so I wanted to leave a little bit of space. But yeah, since we have our astral sorcery stuff over here, it just kind of makes sense to put this thing next to it. So anyway, we need to fill in the bottom here with the normal marble. The outside ring here is the marble arch, and on the inside here we have the runed marble. It is a little hard to see all the different pieces in the book, but yeah, that's pretty much the layout here. Then these little areas here are gonna be full of the Starlight stuff. So these pillars require us to have the chiseled marble on top, and then we have to do a little bit of stuff here in order to get the rest of this going. So I think it's something like that, and then you have to do like 3 across on these sides. Let me go back to the book and reference one more time. Yeah, so you have the chiseled marble, you go up 1, and then you place that block, and then up 1 more, and you place 3 of those. And then it's just a repeating pattern all the way around. Not that big of a deal to do. Pretty simple, actually. Okay, so yeah, this is almost set up. We're still waiting on nighttime so I can get the rest of the Starlight juice that we need. I find now that in this pack, I can freely sleep. Previously, I did not want to sleep because that would increase our difficulty level, right? Our difficulty level is maxed, and probably mentioned that before, But now that it is maxed, 250 is the highest that it goes. I can sleep whenever I want to, and I don't really have to worry about it. But since we're playing with Astral Sorcery, I kind of don't want to sleep because we have to do things at nighttime. Yeah, that's just the way it is. But anyway, there is our multi-block structure. So that is, well, aside from the Starlight infuser that needs to go right here, it is all set up. Now we just need to get our liquid Starlight and put that into those little areas down there. Now, each one of those spots does have to be full of a source block of this fluid. So we got another bucket right there. Very good. Okay, so we need 2 more buckets and then we should be good to go. But yeah, each one of those spots down there needs to be full of the liquid Starlight. When you do the crafting, it can randomly use between 0 and 2 or maybe 3 buckets of the fluid. I'm not entirely sure. But when you place this stuff down, like, it fills out really, really quickly. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And then when you're missing a bucket, it might be hard to tell which source block you're missing. I find it's easier when you're trying to replace the fluid if you're unsure, so you're not wasting extra Starlight fluid, to, with an empty bucket, click the spot you think is missing, right? And if you're not missing it, then you pick up the bucket, right? Anyway, that's just my own personal tip for this. I have played around with Astral Sorcery just a little bit during some of my live streams, so I have experienced some of this mod, but I'm definitely no expert on it. Okay, so we got 2 more buckets that we need, and then we're gonna want extras of this stuff, right? So every time we do a craft, it can use a couple, like a bucket or more. So we're going to want extras of this stuff so we can do our crafting that we need to do. Now, I do believe, we go back here, we need to do 4 of these. So we need at least 4 more buckets on reserve, probably a little bit more. And then the Cave Illuminator, I can't remember. What does that cost? That is just luminous crafting. So we need illumination powder, aquamarine, and rune crystal. That actually is not that bad to do. I'm not sure how many of the aquamarines we have, but I'm pretty sure that we had a decent stockpile of that stuff. We should take a look at trying to get that done while we're waiting for nighttime for more of that Starlight juice to be made. So let's see. Aquamarine. Oh yeah, we got plenty of these things. So we need, how many of those cave illuminators? Was it 2? No, we just need 1. 1 cave illuminator. So we need 2 aquamarines, 4 runed marble. Guess we'll grab those and then we can chisel that into the correct one. So we need runed marble, chisel that. Cool. All right, so we have that done. And we need the illumination powder. I don't think we ever made that stuff yet. Okay, so the illumination powder is also made in luminous crafting. We need 4 glowstone and 1 aquamarine. Pretty easy craft. And then we're also going to need a resonating wand, of course, in order to get the craft to kick off. Okay, so let's go back up to our altar over here. Yeah, we'll go back over to the altar. We'll get these crafts going. And then we're just going to have to wait a little bit, I think, for nighttime for the rest of that Starlight juice to be made. But yeah, let's make this stuff up real quick. So it was 4 glowstone plus an aquamarine. Yeah, we make 16 of those, and we got to click it with the wand. There we go. Yeah, being able to craft this stuff during the daytime, super nice. Having the extra Starlight power here from our little, what are these things called? I can never remember the name of these things. The spectral relays up there. Yeah, very, very nice. Okay, so we have the illumination powder. So we need 2 of those, 2 of these, and then a runed marble. Was that what it was? No, we need, wow. I totally got that wrong. 2, 2, and then 4 of these. There it is. All right, so now we should be able to do that. Wait, no. That's how much power we have. This is how much we need. So we got to wait until about dusk when this bar starts moving up a little bit in order to make this craft. And yeah, that's going to be about a minute or 2 from now. So I'll go ahead and get that going up. I'll try and get the extra Starlight juice that we need, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I got tired of waiting on the 1 light well. I just went ahead and I made 4 more of them, and I moved our light well from up on that random tree over there to over here. So now we got a bunch of these that are filling up all the time now, full of our liquid Starlight. So we can keep a stockpile, no problem. And then when we need more, we always are going to have like 10 more buckets in reserve over here in these light wells, which is going to be very, very nice. Okay, so we have all of our liquid starlight in here, and everything should be set up for us to infuse one of these things. So let's put one of those gems in there. We right-click it with the wand. You can see there's a little animation that happens, and this process should take about 5 to 10 seconds. I'm not exactly sure the exact time frame. I know it's not super long, but yeah, we can see that it makes the little piano sound or whatever that it normally does, and then we get a resonating gem. Now, we can see here that there is a bucket of stuff missing. I think it's the middle one. Yeah, if I right-click on there, there's nothing there. So I can grab a bucket from here, place it right in there, and then click that once again with the wand. Sometimes it takes a couple clicks, and then things are going. Now, I just heard something aggro me. Maybe it's a zombie way over there. Oh no, there's a zombie right here. This is a blighted one. Okay. Well, now I gotta spend some time here killing this guy. But thankfully, now that we have all of the extra buffs on, yeah, our netherrack sword really isn't that bad against this guy. Even though he had like 300 HP, it's still gonna take about 20 hits or whatever to kill him. But it's really not that bad, all things considered. And dead. Cool. So now we get ourselves another heart container. Boop. And another light blue heart. Okay, so we got this stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, if you step in the Starlight, you do get night vision, which is kind of cool. All right, very good. So it looks like we use this. Yeah, we use this one right here. Can't grab anything from there. So let's fill that back in, do another one, and one of these guys, and we'll get the process going again. It is kind of weird, though, when we're doing this infusion that there is no sound playing. Like when we do the same kind of crafting over on the crafting table over there, it has like some kind of a noise to indicate that it is doing stuff. Looks like we lost this bucket again. But yeah, this does not appear to have any other sound playing. Okay, so we'll right click it and it's going. I will take some of this extra juice that we have over here and fill up our drum just so we have a whole lot of extra starlight for later. All right, very good. We have 11 buckets here, and then these things are filling up. One more bucket. Okay, I think we're good. All right, awesome. And then there is our last one of these gems. So now if we take a look, we have 4 of the resonating gems. We have the cave illuminator. So now it's on to the Botania stuff. We need to have rune of water, fire, earth, and air. Those really aren't that bad to do. I can't remember if we've had to make any runes yet. I know we've done a little bit of the altar crafting in Botania, but I don't think we've had to make any of those runes. And I don't remember looking at the recipes yet, because they definitely could have been changed in this mod pack. All right, so we have this set up over here, our Botania that we set up, oh, I don't know, forever ago, and we've only done basic stuff. We only needed some basic items. So let's take a look. If we do rune of, I don't know, fire, for instance, this guy requires, this looks like the base recipe. It doesn't look like anything here was changed. So we do need mana powder and mana steel. All of those are going to need that. So mana powder and mana steel. The mana powder is made with gunpowder, redstone, glowstone, and a bunch of various other things. I think even sugar works. We have plenty of redstone, so let's just make like, oh, I don't know, how about 16 of those? And then mana steel is made with, it's been a while, what is it? Just regular iron. Okay, iron. So we'll grab 16 iron. What else do we need here? I think that's it for the things that go into all of them. So we need nether wart. Nether wart. Wow, we don't have very many of those. Can you plant nether wart in the thing? I wonder. In the garden cloche? We might be able to do that. And if we can, that'll be very, very nice. Let's get rid of this stuff. We'll do that and this. Well, that just went down a little bit, I assume. Yeah, it looks like this is growing in there. Okay, so we can, in fact, get nether wart this way. That's good. So I'll clear out some of this cotton that we've had left in there for a while. And then we should start getting nether warts in there. Progress 2. Why does it say progress 15? I guess that's a bug. Okay, so yeah, we got some extra nether warts now, which is good. All right, so let's go clear out the inventory. We'll try and get one of these runes going, and I will finish up the rest. All right, get rid of that stuff. We don't think we need that anymore, or this dirt. Okay, so we needed the nether wart. We needed a gunpowder. Okay. One word. I thought it was 2 words. And then another brick. lively nether brick, gloomy. Looks like any of the nether bricks are going to work. Nether brick. All right, we got one of those. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and start turning this stuff into the mana versions. So we need to do the iron ingots in there. And then we need to do the redstone in there. All right, so now we can click those onto here. One of each of those, one of those, and one of those. And we should start infusing this thing full of mana. Okay, so we're about halfway done. Now, in order for us to do anything with that, we are going to need the living rock stuff, which I have to make more of. And then we are going to need the Botania wand, which I think might be in my bag of holding here. It is. Very good. Okay, so like everything else when you're doing stuff on the runic altar, you have to put the living rock on there and then click it with the wand. And there we go. There is our first runes of fire. Drop, pop, candy. Okay, so I need to make the water, the air, and the earth ones to continue on. We definitely need more of the living rock. Living rock. Has been a minute since we last made this stuff. Is there anything? No, it's just regular stone. Okay, so I will go ahead and start making all of this stuff, and then we will be right back. All right, guys, so I got the different runes made. The only thing that really was note of is the rune of water here. That does require us to have a fishing rod, and the fishing rod does require filament, which is made in the cauldron. We already had some pre-crafted up, so it wasn't a big deal for me, but that's about the only thing of note that you're going to have to pay attention to if you make these things. Okay, so we got a decent amount of the living rock remaining here. Now, if we go back to our quest, we have the 4 runes, we have the cave illuminator, we have the 4 resonating gems. So the only thing left is the end pedestal and the end portal. So these are our next goals here. So let's take a look at this. I guess we can put that stuff away, and these are the ones that we need. So end pedestal. That requires us to have block of diamonds and a stone slab. And we need 4 of these, I believe. Okay, we're out of diamonds. Are we completely out? I guess I could search here. Diamonds, we have 2 remaining. That is not a lot. Okay, so out of diamonds, that's kind of a problem. I think we might have some over here that we have been mining previously. Let's take a look. We have diamonds. We have 32 of them. Perfect. We're getting a decent amount of prosperity ore as well, which is good, which will allow us to get into magical crops, and then we won't have to worry about diamonds ever again once we get to that point, but we're not there yet. Okay, so we can just place down a few of these ores haphazardly. Doesn't really matter. Builder's wand would be very useful right now, but it'd take more time to pull it out. All right, anyway, so let's just do that, and we get a bunch of diamonds. Awesome. All right, so we ended up with almost a stack and a half from there. Okay, so we should be able to make this guy. All right, so there is 4 end pedestals, and then how much more diamonds? We have 7 more blocks. Okay, and then we need the end portal, this thing. All right, so that does require us to have a beacon, which we have not made yet. So this will be our first beacon, and we can't make that because we need the ender casings. Oh boy, that is way more diamonds. Yeah, we need 12 blocks of diamonds for this. Oh boy. Okay, well, we're gonna need like a bunch of those things. The ender pearls, let's see. I think we saw that we can get that from this ender dust, and we've been getting a lot of that from our quarry. Wait, why did we only make 25? I'm confused. Why is it making just that few at a time and then leaving one? Is it because we're running out of power in the system? Like it doesn't know how to craft that many at a time? That might be what it is. Okay, well anyway, we will put those things back, and then let's see. Beacon, ender casing requires a block of ender pearl. So we're gonna need 12 of those as well. Ender pearl, we have 5. All right, so there is 12 of the blocks of ender pearl that we're gonna need for the beacon. Block of black quartz, so we need 3 of those, easy. Okay, so the only thing we're missing is 5 blocks of diamond. Well, we grabbed all the diamond that we had in the base from our void ore miner. So the only other diamond that we could possibly have on tap right away would be over here in our quarry, and I think I might have already taken any of the diamond that was in here out. So we might have to go mining for a little bit of diamond. Oh no, we have 23, but that's only like, what, 2 more blocks worth. So that's not gonna get us to where we need to be. Yeah, look at all this ender dust. We have plenty of that stuff to make more ender pearls. Okay, so that'll free up some more space here. I guess I will clean this out and try and get some more diamonds. If not, I might go mine manually. But anyway, let me try and get 5 more blocks worth of diamonds, or I guess maybe 3 more blocks worth of diamonds, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, during that break, I went ahead and I mined up all the emeralds that we had from our void ore miner, and we were able to upgrade to the Dank Knoll Mark 6. So that gave us a few more slots of space here, and I think each one of these can hold like 4,000, or maybe it's 8,000. I don't know. They can hold like a lot of stuff. It's one of these items, like, it's great, but if you lose it, it's bad. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to try not to lose this thing at all. But we did finish mining up the rest of the diamonds. We have 8 more blocks in stock here, so we should be able to make the 3 of these that we need with 4 diamonds remaining. Not a whole lot, huh? So yeah, now we can make ourselves a beacon, and then we can make ourselves our end portal. Oh yeah. So that's all done. The first portion of the quest should be complete. Detect submit. It's still not saying. So we have end portal, 4 portal frames, end portal, end pedestal, end pedestal. We have 4 resonating gems and a cave illuminator. 4 resonating gems, cave illuminator. We have ourselves the rune of water, fire, earth, and air. So all of those are in my inventory, but it's not saying this is completed for some reason. Second part of this also wants us to have a bucket of molten dawn stone. So let's take a look at dawn stone. So in order for us to get dawn stone, we need to put, okay, I kind of remember this from before. We have to make the liquid dawnstone stuff, and that is in the mixer. So we need to put in gold and copper into various sides of this multi-block structure. It combines, it mixes into molten dawnstone, and then I guess we need to put that into a bucket or something. Okay, so it's been a minute since I last messed around with embers. So let's take a look at this. Embers mixer. So this thing requires iron plates, a mechanical core, which is a lead plate plus a compass, and some iron ingots. So yeah, the mixer centrifuge, I do remember this also requires the ember stuff itself, and we haven't even looked at collecting embers, the fuel of the ember mod. So ember shard, it doesn't look like there is any direct crafting recipe. That's a little unfortunate. So if I remember correctly, we had to set up some kind of a drill thing. Is there an embers book? I don't remember if there was an embers book. I remember having to set up some kind of a drill underground. We needed to use the ember compass thing to see how much ember was in a chunk. The ember dial, fluid dial. Okay. Well, I forgot that there was going to be all of this stuff that we're going to have to do. I kind of felt like there was just going to be a recipe for us to craft the embers stuff, and then we'd call it a day. But yes, we need to get into the embers mod a little bit more here. So I'm going to go through these items, try and figure out what it is that we need to do. It has been a little bit of time since I last did this stuff, and we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so I did a little bit of research, refreshing my memory on how embers work. So I went ahead and I made an ember bore. We made a mechanical core. This will be used so we can pipe items in and out of the ember bore more easily. We have a few items here so we can push items and extract items. The ember bore does require fuel, which I do believe is coal. At one point, I think it was coal and gunpowder, but I think it's just coal now. I could be wrong. And then we made an atmospheric gauge so we can detect by chunk how much ember is in a chunk. So if we hold this in our hand here, we can see there's a compass right in the center of the screen. Now, by chance, right over there in the main area of our base where I made that thing, we have high ember. Now, as we move around the base, we can see that that is going further down, and depending on where you're standing, that will go up. Yeah, so it just so happens right in the chunk where our applied energistics system is, there is a high amount of embers, which is pretty cool. So I guess over here in our Better with Mods area, yeah, this whole general area here. So if we press F9 a few times, we should be able to see the chunk. Yeah, so this right here is really good. If we move over one chunk, it is about the same. Don't see any significant difference. Come over here, maybe a little bit higher. Anyway, so pretty much what we need to do, let's just use this chunk here. We need to go all the way down to bedrock. Yep. So we're just going to dig a mine shaft all the way down here. So we need to set up the Ember board directly on bedrock, if I remember correctly. We place down the Ember board and it turns into like a little 3x3. Well, I guess that's big. The single block turns into a 3x3, which can then mine Ember directly out of the chunk. I guess out of the bedrock is what it's supposed to be. So let's open up an area here. Very good. Let's get rid of this. That. I guess I'm out of food. All right, let's eat real quick. We'll put down some torches so we can kind of see what we're doing here. Awesome. Okay, so straight down in the middle of this chunk that has a high amount of embers, we will place down our Ember bore. Let's place it right there. That's fine. Okay, so we got a 3x3 area. So the Ember board does require a mechanical core in order to be crafted, but I made yet another mechanical core so we can set it on top. This acts like an interface for this block down here so we can extract items and pump items in. It's pretty much the idea with that. So we will place a chest here, and we will do impulse item duct here and here. So one of these item ducts is going to be pulling coal out of the chest and into the machine so it can work. The other one is going to be extracting items out of the mechanical core, I guess, out of the machine, and putting the Ember into a chest. So over here, we can put in some coal, and over here, we will say ignored the redstone signal, so it's always extracting. We'll do the same on this one. And then that's pretty much, I believe, all we have to do. It says it's full, ignored, this thing's happening. I can't tell if this thing is running or not. It looks like we might have a problem. This thing looks like it's stuffed. It looks like it put some stuff in there, but yeah, it might in fact need gunpowder to work. Okay, well, that's very, very simple for us to test. We should just be able to come up here real quick and grab some. Nope, need to go further still. Okay, let's turn off the chunk border. Okay, so gunpowder. Again, I don't remember if this is necessary. I think it was necessary and then they removed it, but I'm not seeing this thing do anything yet. Oh, wait, no. It looks like it's working just fine. It is just a little slow. Okay. So yeah, maybe gunpowder is not a thing that we need. I guess if it needs it, it'll pull it out. But yeah, it looks like we got ourselves one Ember shard. Now, if we could get this thing to go faster, that would be much better because we're going to need a lot of the Ember shards in order for us to power our Embers machines. And we need to power the Ember machines in order to make the Dawnstone and to, again, make our end portal from the Nether mod here, the Nether Utils mod. Right. Okay, well, I guess the only thing that is left to do at this point is just to wait on this thing to collect Ember. It's going to collect it very slowly. I could look at maybe making a few more of these machines and setting them up. It looks like we can fit quite a few of them in one chunk, and maybe that would be better. I honestly don't know. But, yeah, just one machine going pretty slowly. Maybe just getting one every minute or less. I'm not sure what the speed is or if there's any way to speed this up. But, guys, we're going to wrap the episode up here for today. That's it. Yeah, kind of stuck. We got some good things going on here, but unfortunately, it's just a waiting game at this point. We have to use the Embers mod in order to progress, and it is kind of a slow progression at that. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.